Alrighty, let's learn some more FC26 news together, guys. Imagine the delay on that monitor. Yeah, the pitch notes wouldn't be happy about that monitor. That's for sure. Rusty says I'm sold. Are you guys sold? Will you guys be pre-ordering? Okay, so what did we learn in this trailer? There's going to be 2 game modes. We knew that. A lot of buzzwords, right? A lot of buzzwords. So the runs, like, I wonder, like, how much FC IQ some of these players are going to have, right? Like, this is not a player lock, right? And are your players just going to do that now? They're going to make crazy runs? So what's the thing with the shooting, bro? That's like a massive change. Low drivens used to be great.
Bringing back a community favorite.
Okay, low drivens were in the game this year, so let me listen what they're doing differently.
Low drivens can now be triggered on demand by double tapping the shoot.
Double tapping the shoot button. So they're removing time finishing. And back in the day, it used to be double tap, I believe. Before they changed it to L1, R1 with the circle, this is just what it was. I think in 17 and 18, it was double tap. So instead of low power, like this year with low driven to activate it, you just double tap.
Applied to all.
See, I don't know if I prefer that because I feel like maybe if you had input delay, it's going to take 2 registrations instead of 1 low power registration. But we'll see.
Shot types, allowing you to turn your finesse or power shots into low.
So all the shot types, if you do R1, back in the day, the finesse low driven was really good. So if you do finesse low driven, it's going to be R1 with a double tap, and then a power shot would be L1 R1 with double tap.
Precision shooting.
There's no more time finishing.
We've also added simplified skill moves, allowing you to perform a relevant skill with a simple flick of the right stick.
Okay, this is a big change, bro. Okay, simplified skill moves.
Relevant skill with a simple flick of the right stick in a given direction.
When you do the flick in the right stick direction, now instead of learning the skill moves or like mastering the skill moves, right? It's gonna, what is the game? The game is gonna optimize a skill move for you. I don't know if I like that. These are the new playstyles in FC26.
Precision header, aerial fortress, game changer for those flare finishers, inventive for flare passers, and enforcer, which dials up those improvements to off-ball shielding.
All right, do any of these seem crazy?
Game changer for those flare
Trivela
finishers.
flare?
Invent ball playing keeper, wide back, inverted
Bro,
wing
these
back,
guys
and
think they're
box
FM,
crush.
man. I just really hope that when we get back to this point in the game, the general AI is better. Because when we had this year, oh my God, it was painful. So painful. This year at the beginning, it was just like, if you had none of the roles, it was so bad. No one moved, man. Be positive. About?
Called a gameplay fun.
What here changed my life compared to this year's game? Not much, bro. The one thing I will say, the bounce backs. No, it's nice to hear EA like address the things, but do we trust them to actually have a solution? That's what I want to see. Let's see this. This is good.
Close the angle. Changing directions feels so heavy. Players can now turn quicker and accelerate more explosively in any direction.
This is good. You have to wonder though, is this them? Did they, knowing EA, do we feel like they actually improved this? Or do we feel like they spent the whole year in the cafe and just upped the slider for the AI? Like that, do we feel like they actually improved it? Or did they just put the slider like, hey, we're going to make this plus 20?
Any
EA.
direction.
We won't know until we play the game. We'll have to see.
Tackles and interceptions often bounce back to my opponent.
Okay, so in this one, that's a lot of the time what you could experience in the last 5 years of FIFA. Player, attacking player. So first of all, it looks like EA's coding the player defender-wise to be a little bit off the player. Maybe it's something to do with giving them more space between the defender and the attacker to win through with the ball. Looks like the attacker does an animation and kind of falls over. Whereas right here, he kind of just stands and like then starts spamming tackle. All right, that's good. Hopefully that could be consistent. That's an important change they could make. Gameplay in FC26. Our focus this year can be summed up in 3 words. Make gameplay better. FC26 is powered by your feedback, and we aim to make it feel more responsive, rewarding, and enjoyable. We concentrated on 3 main areas. 1. Competitive and authentic gameplay separation. 2. Gameplay fundamentals. 3. Feedback-inspired features and updates. Okay, competitive and authentic gameplay. We've separated the 2. Competitive is tuned for added responsiveness and higher player control, mainly focused on online modes like Ultimate Team and Clubs. Okay. Gameplay fundamentals, along with separating competitive and authentic gameplay, we had the goal of addressing the most requested changes by the community. While the split of competitive and authentic gameplay will allow us to tweak each individually, there was a great deal of common feedback from the community around the general gameplay of FC. All of the improvements to fundamentals mentioned below apply across both competitive and authentic. Dribbling and movement make players more agile and responsive on and off the ball. Goalkeepers make them more consistent and intelligent. Defenders reduce the quantity of balls that bounce back to the opponent. Passing and shooting make it more responsive and improve available options. Attacking and defensive positioning make better runs and provide more support. Physicality make it more reliable to protect and shield the ball. First touches and controlling the ball improve the control of trapping the ball. Online and general gameplay responsiveness make the game more consistently responsive for both online and offline. Dribbling and movement. In FC26, dynamic dribbling is a new way to give you better control with increased responsiveness and more consistent outcomes. In order to achieve this, we made the changes below to our dribbling system. This is going to be FC25. Looks like that's Salah. So it seems like more agility, more touches. Oh, we got a little glimpse at tackle spammers. Wait, let's see that. Oh, wait, this is Mbappe? Wait, EA. Whoa, man. EA, man. You guys... So, let me get this straight. You show Salah in this one, and then you show Mbappe, your poster child and the most OP player in the last 4 years. I'm confused. No, this is Salah? Okay, no, this is Salah. Okay. Sorry, they just changed it to Mbappe. That's Salah, guys. No, that's Salah. Okay. Now this is Mbappe. This is Mbappe. Sorry. Okay, let's see tackle spam. Okay. Can get a glimpse at some of the game actually right here. Let's see how FCIQ is loading. Obviously, a lot of these cards don't have roles. So you have... So let's see the center mids. One's checking in behind. One's going into the space. You have a wing back that just ran offside. Now he's going to try to go onside. They just did an offside trap. 10 makes the run. These two guys are smoking a cigar together. Okay, looks like the striker's checking back in now for a run. All right, let's see this. This is Mbappe. Player below ran in behind. Will he stop the run? Let's see. Goes offside. Got the right back. Okay. Nothing crazy there with the runs. The dribbling does look better. We have removed the agile dribbling mechanic due to its low usage and to make shielding controls more consistent. Movement. We heard your feedback that players felt sluggish. Okay. Explosive sprint. Increased player agility. Run styles. And attacker versus defender. Improve the speed differentiation between attackers versus defenders to achieve an improved balance between the two. Acceleration types. We're going back to 3 acceleration types for more predictable pace of play. We felt that 3 types were easier to understand and created a better balance. Explosive, lengthy, and controlled. So if you're explosive, you've got an agility minimum of 65. This is the formula for it. Male height max 6. Female height 5'4". Lengthy. Minimum has to be 6'1". Controlled is any player that does not meet the other 2 requirements. Yeah, I feel like EA just... This year, or whatever they did in the last 2 years, there's like, isn't there like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 types now? I don't even look at that stuff anymore. I used to actually look at like explosive control lengthy because it was more simplified, but it's gotten so crazy. There's a ton, right? Other changes, jockey. Improved jockey movement to be more agile and responsive. New jockey animations to improve maneuverability and feel more grounded. Turns. Improved animations for all types of turns. Low urgency. Improved low urgency and relaxed animations for players not directly involved in the play to be less frantic and have them ready to accelerate. Doing defensive slides. Goalkeeper positioning. The new system uses machine learning to help AI control goalkeepers make more realistic decisions about where to position themselves. By analyzing countless scenarios, the AI can now better cut down angles and react to different types of attacks while adjusting their position more intelligently. Oh boy. Like, what are we doing, man? What are we doing, bro? If I'm in that position, I want to score there, bro. Man, these guys, chat, once people wake up and realize that these guys can create their own problems and then they change it. Like, they spend 1 year advertising, we're going to patch goalkeepers, bro. And now, like make them worse because they were so OP. Bro, what was it, like last year or this year? We couldn't even score a one-on-one, bro. Back in the day, you used to go up to the keeper, you shoot at a good angle, you score. You go to the goalkeeper, you do a ball roll, you score. You can't ball roll a keeper consistently anymore. So that doesn't, all right, hold on. So do I score this with a finesse shot? You know what I mean? Do I score this with a low driven? Because when I'm looking at this angle as a 9 myself, I'm looking at the far post, probably curling it to the far post. So this guy does a strike to the far post. And I don't like how they're not showing me the angled. I want to see the other angle again because I can't really tell. Are we supposed to see and shoot near post there? FC25, FC26. Here we go. Let's see this one. Is this the same shot over and over? Dude. Oh, Inception's going to have a heart attack watching this, man. I'll tell you, bro, that guy is going to start his next 2-hour rant video. EA, it's very simple, guys. Like, it's very, very simple, man. Go on FIFA 20. Watch what happens when you ball roll the keeper or you shot cancel the keeper from FIFA 22. Those 2 games, okay? Plus the finishing generally in FIFA 23. Bro, I don't know why. The FIFA 23 finishing was crazy good. What am I meant to... So, they want you here to shoot a finesse shot. I'm in the 6, bro. I much prefer this over here. I don't know about you guys. You know, I know there's going to be those guys that I know they're in the community that like the keepers getting better, but I'm not one of those guys. I don't like that. I like the one on the left way more. That's my first red flag on this pitch notes. Rush be a goalkeeper. It might come to this next year for me, boys. Knowing how my Rush teammates were this year. I might have to actually get in that. All right. You can do Rush be a goalkeeper. We know how it can feel to time a tackle perfectly, only for the ball to go right back to the opponent. So when working on fundamentals, we spend a lot of time focusing on improving these issues during tackles, interceptions, and blocks. Our goal is to reward you for well-timed challenges or anticipating a pass, and now you'll be more likely to win the ball cleanly and retain possession in those moments. Added a new deflection control system to try to keep possession or move the ball to a teammate when making an interception. Tackled opponents will feel the effect of a tackle more severely when dispossessed of the ball by playing a realistic reaction after the tackle, thereby reducing the likelihood of them recovering the ball back. It took you 19 years, man! Let's see. Okay, this is FC25. Dude. All those Starbucks breaks, man. I swear to God, chat, how long did this take them? Probably one day, man. I really hope this works, because this is exactly what these other games got, bro. Please, man. I really hope this works. Nah, because, guys, every year, you get tackled, and your player stands there, and, like, these little freaking Team Holy Rats stand there watching the ball after they get tackled. They go, boo, 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 spam in circle, bro, just winning the ball back, and it's just some fucking jam fest. I really hope this works, man. Because... You know what? This is probably going to incentivize people to learn how to defend too, because if you can go up to somebody and manually tackle them and they do an animation, let's see. Militao. Looks like they're trying to have a cooldown timer and the player moves away from the ball. Okay, that's nice to see. Even right there, he moves away. They move away from the ball. So maybe in the other games, I noticed the player kind of just stops playing, like 3 seconds, and then he starts playing. Looks like EA's trying to have them move away from the ball. Okay, I'm messing with this. This is good. Like, this right here is the best thing I have seen EA write about the entirety of FC26. This isn't good enough for me, like, to try, right? And they say at the top, they're like, oh, we're going to try to do this. We heard the community, and we're trying to have less of this. Okay, you could have a player last year make 48 tackles and this year and keep the ball, and this year they get 49, right? And EA is going to be celebrating at dinner saying, oh yeah, man, FC26, we really showed the community we made it better, because technically 49 retained tackles is better than 48, but to us that's not going to be good enough. But this is good. This is actually very good. I like to see that they added an actual animation that the player is going to move away. That's good. Defending. Tackle spam. Chat, you guys better lock in for this one, man. This one concerns all of you. And don't lie to me, bro, because when we go on share play and I see your team's chat, everyone's running the same 4213 Hullet badge, bro. You guys better lock in, because this one's about you guys. Improve logic for spamming tackle to make the delay after a missed tackle more consistent. Tackle versus block. When pressing stand tackle near the dribbler about to take a shot, the defender will more likely try to tackle rather than block. Tackles from behind reduce the effectiveness of tackling from behind. Good. Another good for you, EA. Good. Tackle personality. Added more player personality for stand tackles. Player with a low stand tackle attribute below 71 can only do basic stand tackle animations. Players with a medium stand tackle 71 to 84 can perform most. Players with 85 plus can perform all. Okay, let's watch our new animations, guys. So in this clip, they show some DDA potentially, right? Just ricocheting off you. And in this one, I guess that stand tackle, this is more of a clip of an interception. But it works. It works. I mean, they didn't really show us. They showed an interception. So I guess that's also going to be correlating to that. Okay. PS in the chat says, going to evo my strikers to 85 defending. Yeah, real classy. Passing and shooting. Some of the strongest feedback we got on passing and shooting is that they can often feel sluggish, as well as that some shots or pass types are unbalanced. Our goal in FC26 is to improve the options available. Pass responsiveness, passing angles, faster animations, enabled first touch animations for passes, passes behind, increased animation coverage for 135 to 180 degree passes, also allowing backheel passes, quick passes, optimize short distance, low power passes to prefer. Note that in competitive gameplay, first time pass accuracy is reduced despite being more responsive. In competitive gameplay, first time pass accuracy has been reduced. Okay, this is FC26. We already saw this on Twitter. Okay. Now it looks like these are default midfielders. Okay. I mean, look, I hope passing's better. For the last 2 years since playstyles and roles got introduced, if you weren't using someone with at least pinged past silver, pinged past tiki-taka silver, cooked. Improve through pass targets. We introduced the concept of passing lanes for semi-assisted through passes. Through passes will also now lead receivers more effectively. Crosses, adjusted crosses to lead more in front of the target, along with increased accuracy. Ground passes. You have been buffed because of tiki-taka now. Yeah, that's true, bro. Shooting responsiveness. To make shooting fair and rewarding, we enhanced responsiveness. Our goal for this, close range shots. Shots near the net will use more reactive animations with minimal windup. Shooting angles, rebalance animations to enable shooting to cover a broader range of angles. Low driven and time finish removal. Low driven lace shot. Low driven finesse shot. Low driven Trivela. Low driven flare shot. Low driven power shot. Low driven volley. Low-driven header. That's actually going to be interesting to see how the low-driven header looks. Time finishing has been removed. In general, we felt time finishing didn't add meaningful skill depth and proved difficult to balance. It disproportionately rewarded long-range shots and felt inconsistent in high-pressure moments. Removing it allows us to balance shooting to produce more consistent outcomes. Chat, I'm going to tell you guys this right now, okay? And this is coming from somebody that probably learned time finishing before you, because when they put this into the game in FIFA 19, I was a green demon at it, bro, okay? The precision shooting, it's going to be a pain for some of you to learn because it sucks, but I'm telling you, it's better than time finishing has ever been for me in the entirety of using time finishing. Like, it's just better. I'm telling you, like, the fact that because the thing is, with time finishing, a lot of the time you need to wait. Like, I'm sure most of you guys, not most, but like, I'm sure a lot of you guys in here can green time shots really well. But what percentage would you say on the times where you green it, did you hit like some server lag spike, some animation load, and then it fucking red times it, and you look like a freaking deetity out there, man? You know? I gotta say, like, for me, since I went to precision, all my animations are better. I don't deal with that anymore. And even when I have the delay, like I feel it in my controller, it doesn't matter because the game is not doing a time finish. And it still gives off the strike of where I aim. So I'm telling you guys right now, and not to mention the precision for me this year in my experience of using both, because I turned off time finishing 4 months ago. I just turned it off entirely. I don't even have it on because it was messing up my shooting because of all the load time. So I'm telling you, just be open to this change because I think it is actually a good change. I'm serious. I'm going to stop yapping now. I want to see what the hell a low-driven volley looks like. Low-driven finesse looks absolutely beautiful. Low-driven power shot looks absolutely beautiful. Low-driven volley. Okay. Low-driven header. Okay. So it's like, okay, one of those bounce headers. Trivela shots and game changer playstyle. Trivela shots will now be connected to the game changer playstyle. A player without this playstyle cannot perform Trivelas. Chat, I don't know. That's an L for me. Oh, you guys are saying, wait, you guys think that's a W? I think that's an L. I don't even do Trivela shots, but I want the option to have the ability to do it. You guys think this is good to stop the rats? But guys, don't you guys think all the rats are just going to go get the game changer players anyways? That's what I don't like about playstyles and roles. It limits players. Like, this is another limiting thing. But guys, you guys know you're going to pull up in Rivals and somebody's going to have 11 game changer plus players and you're going to see exact... You know what? At least if you see that, you could just leave the game. That's a positive, I will say. At least you will not have to get into the game to know what the op is about. You can see the 7 game changer plus and say, I'm going back to the menus. This guy is a bitch. While visually impressive and powerful, Trivela shots become overused by players across all positions. That's so true, EA. Often leading to unrealistic and exploitable scoring patterns. Wow, man! What players are you calling out? Probably some people you guys got at this event right now, man. Trivela rats, bro. Our goal with this change is to balance the shooting. Guys, I'm also going to say this. Every single person, I don't know how many we got in here right now, both streams. I don't blame any of you for spamming Trivelas. I played this game on console. EA Sports, you guys better fucking fix the console gameplay. I don't blame any of you in this chat for spamming Trivelas, bro, because you can't even dribble or shoot in the box. So that's why most people are spamming green time Trivelas on console, because they can't even move, bro. Hopefully it gets better. Our goal with this change is to balance the mechanics. Game changer playstyle. Trivela shots can only be performed with players with this playstyle or playstyle plus. If a player doesn't have the game changer playstyle, attempting a Trivela shot will default to a lace shot instead. I have to tell you, we're not even halfway through this whole thing, bro. All right? Jesus, man. Attacking and defensive positioning. Attacking positioning. Player support reevaluated the positioning logic to provide better supporting options for the ball carrier. Attacking runs. Made several changes. Increased the number of attacking runs by players to lower reliance on triggered runs. Okay, that's good to hear. My L1 and R1 button has been broken 15 times this year. Great to hear that. Maybe I can afford, or I could budget now to buy less new controllers. Attacking runs more consistently run into open space. All players will be more likely to make the best attacking run options instead of strictly following what their player role dictates. Good shit, EA, man. Okay, example, a winger can cut into the box if the opportunity arises, where before they would just wait out wide. A wingback can move forward if there is open space in front of them. All right, balanced build-up. That's the bare minimum, though. I know, man, but that's what we expect from these guys, bro, you know? Balanced build-up. Teams will have a more balanced approach. All-side runs improves attackers' ability to stay on side. The defensive line will not automatically push up as far when trying to keep players offside. Okay. We saw this run in the trailer. Okay, these run, those are, the first one is an interesting run. This is good, though. To the guys spamming the D-pad offside or the whatever, the 90 depth, right? They're not going to push up as far when trying to keep the players offside. Because if you watch this year's gameplay, that attacking defensive line will move 30 yards as a unit, like within a second. So that's actually good as well. Physicality, okay? Shielding improvements. Let's watch this because we saw in the trailer what they're doing. Shield trap, FC26. You just get fucking cooked. You can't shield that shit. No way. So now, okay. That's actually realistic, by the way, too. This is actually realistic. So, all right, we'll see. Knowing EA, guys, not to be negative, this will probably be super OP and have to get patched. We'll see. Just knowing EA. Fatigue redesigned. When investigating response to this, one common piece of feedback was that players would sometimes not feel the same across the course of a match. For competitive gameplay, we decided to redesign. Our goal with this change, a player should always feel and play well when you control them. Short and long-term fatigue only affects AI-controlled players. User-controlled players are not affected while being controlled. CPU-controlled players in competitive tuning are also not affected by fatigue. When controlling a player, the effect of fatigue on different attributes, including sprint speed and acceleration, is not in effect, meaning a user-controlled player acts as if they have full stamina when they're controlled. For AI players, they will have a reduction in sprint speed and acceleration when fatigued. Okay, so maybe this is EA's way of like, if you could survive the first half against like the CDM abusing rats, then by the second half, you'll just cook them because Conte and freaking Hullett can't run anymore. Is that a good change, guys? Here are the main differences in competitive gameplay versus authentic gameplay. All goalkeeper deflections try to get away from danger, reducing rebound goals. Reduce tackles, blocks, interceptions bouncing back to your opponent. Less AI defending. Fewer auto tackles and auto blocks. Redesigned fatigue. More responsive and smoother transitions in and out of animations. Increased passing speed and responsiveness. Tighter control and more speed while dribbling, and skill moves are faster. Increased variability on crosses to favor player skill over repetitive wide play. Increased heading error relative to authentic. Increased variability in corner kick outcomes with fewer attacking players involved by default. Okay, that's good. Less authentic visuals when avoiding a ball to resolve these situations more effectively. Players get up quickly after being tackled to the ground. Players show no reaction animations when hit by a fast ball. Note that while some of the effects above were mentioned in the fundamentals, they were increased and tuned up for competitive gameplay. We also created a new Ultimate Team competitive camera that is exclusive to the Ultimate Team stadiums. Wait, so we have to use this camera? We can't. So in Ultimate Team, guys, can we can't use our own camera anymore? Or this is just, because I didn't really read. Camera provides, it's just a new camera. Okay. Yada, yada, yada. Team playstyle. Okay, these are like the new playstyles. I don't know. What do you guys think? Enforcer Plus. Okay. FCIQ, ball playing keeper, attack positioning. Players are less constrained by their roles. Holy shit, this is like crazy. New set piece assignments. Right, these are like really in-depth stuff. Quality of life improvements. Quality of life improvements. Shortcut and squad to take you directly to your active tactic. Ability to save and load your tactic codes to your profile. Can have up to 10 codes saved. Tactical suggestions. Why are you skipping it, man? Read it. Because playstyles, like, none of them are that crazy. We've added new skill moves to give you new ways. Explosive step over. Advanced heel flick. Drag to chop. Elastico variation. New trickster rainbow. Okay, this is the drag to chop. Advanced heel flick. That looks sick. Trickster rainbow. That looks sick. Elastico variation. So it pushes it to the side. Explosive step over. Simple skill move. So this is the new skill move thing that EA is doing, where if you put the right stick in one way you want to go, it will do something for you. Let's see what it does for this person. It does a roulette. He goes that way. Let's see what it does. It does. Okay, so it looks like it's taking yeah, this is I'm not a fan of that. Because I think it really defeats the purpose of like you learning skill moves if you can just, but we will see. We will see. I'm not a fan of that. I think it's good for people that can't skill, obviously, but I'm not a huge fan of that. I can't lie, guys. I'm going to be very honest. Like, I don't like that, but it's okay. The other skill moves are added are good. Adjusted jog variation of drag back to be 10% more effective. Closer ball control. Adjusted fake shot stops. Fixed unresponsive skill moves. Reduce the speed boost effect. Reduce the speed boost effect during step overs, chat. The end of Dino play. It's over, man. Guys, listen. Based on reading everything, they're completely boosting me, bro. I should be theoretically unbeatable at this game if everything here is true. Manual defending. No more CDM rats. Tiki-taka players. Like, nah, I'm him, bro. This is my year, bro. This is going to be the best FC you guys have ever seen, bro. For balancing, simplified skill moves take longer to perform than conventional counterparts, are harder to chain max 3 in a row, and are slightly more error prone. All right, let's see. That's good to read, though. Offside calls. We made the offside logic to improve the Wait, is he? Wait. They're actually admitting it. Guys, literally, I'm telling you this year, bro, the amount of goals I scored that are offside, they're actually admitting it, bro. I say to the chat, I'm like, I can't believe I just scored that. I was 100% offside. They're also admitting that they have offside. There are calls in this game that are completely wrong. Dude, I freaking knew it, man. The amount of times these guys will play incisive pass in a 4-2-1-3, and I swear to dude is 1 yard offside, and it's on. We have made further improvements to ensure fairness across the pitch. Remade the offside logic to improve the accuracy of calls. Nah, that's crazy. I knew it, man. Thank you to Abdullah, Bogdan, Breno, Chadley, Danilo, Gorkan, Cancho, Laszlo, Luke, Paul, Rory, Santiago, Sheldon, and the FC gameplay team for helping with this pitch notes. Thank you, guys. Great job, guys. Thank you. All right, guys. Overall, good pitch notes. It's a lot of talk. Now we got to see the product, man. But they did, to be fair, they did show a lot of gameplay stuff that does look, it does look improved, like I will say. Best things about the pitch notes, if you missed some summary, general passing is going to be better. Focus on manualness. If you don't control your players, they're going to perform worse. because the fatigue is going to be more noticeable. I like the new skill moves. The bad news, I don't like what they're doing with keepers, but we'll see. Maybe that's an overreaction. I don't like what they just showed me with the goalkeepers. That I will say. We've heard from our players that playstyles available in FC25 were not balanced, so this year we acted on that feedback, rebalancing some existing playstyles in order to make them equal with the rest. Player attributes versus playstyles. Playstyles bring player personality and unique abilities to life, but we heard the feedback loud and clear. The gap between top-tier attributes and playstyle effects was too wide. In many cases, high-rated players without playstyles were underperforming on core mechanics. Our goal is to make high-rated players play. Never used this word in my life. Can't pronounce it. I'm not going to butcher it. To their real-life ability, making attributes more impactful and playstyles feel like an addition, not a requirement. I think EA uses ChatGPT, bro. Some of the words in here, I don't think these guys wrote this. Rebalanced attribute system to make players with higher base attributes execute standard gameplay mechanics more reliably, even without the relevant playstyle. Rebalance playstyles to still offer unique and situational boosts while keeping base mechanics like first-time passes, jockey, or ball control more consistent for high attribute players. Playstyle or not. Come on. That's a W. Thank you guys for making me read that. I've been crying about this all year, because this was the first FIFA I ever played that I got a card and I couldn't use the card because the person didn't have this and this and this. That's so good, man. That's so good. That's so good. Significantly improved usage of regular rolls and rolls plus to bring them closer to roll plus plus. Significantly. Okay, significantly. That's like at least like high percentage. Drastically reduce the negative impact of being out of position. Ooh. At launch, players will have more positions and rolls plus and roll plus plus available. Fire. Players can go beyond the 4th position in FC26. There will be more players with roll plus plus throughout FC26 cycle. It's actually crazy reading this whole thing, chat. If you guys think about this FC26 marketing, they've literally said like, yo, we just, FC25 was so dog shit. If you think about everything they've written in here, it's all new features that they put out in FC25 that they're getting rid of. Like pretty much. Not rid of, but like slowly like changing back. That's crazy. They added all this stuff like, and now they're like, yo, nah, it's good that they get it, bro. You never know with EA. Sometimes you have to wait. Chat, we've waited like 16 years for these guys to add a animation for an attacker that moves them away from the ball when you tackle. You never know how long it takes with EA, bro, but it's good to see. Look, this is a lot of words. I really hope the game is better because, man, there's no way. Like, I'm going to say this and people are going to bookmark this and post this, but there's no way this game is going to be worse than FC25. Like, reading all of this. Like, man, there's no way. There's no way. This stuff is like so good for where the game should be going in the direction, most of it. Unless those goalkeepers turn into like 110 rated players. That's the only thing I can see in here that would make it potentially worse. Dude, I just know like, oh man, I just know these guys are all just getting drunk in Vancouver right now, man. Like they just posted this. They feel so good. Nah. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Good pitch notes, EA, man. Good. Very good. Very good. Now, this is all great if the game is more responsive on console. Okay? I just really hope they've worked on optimizing that, bro, because this PC is not a cheap PC, and even this last update for the pre-order edition of the game has made my PC not run well. I don't know what they've done. So, look, I'm really hoping. I want to play on console, bro. So, and this is a console game. You know, this is a console game. So, hopefully the whole input is going to feel better. I hope, man. I hope, you know? Now, EA is telling me that FC26 is going to be a good video game, bro. And GTA 6 is coming out. And the World Cup is in 11 months, bro. Oh my God, we will be there, man.